Here goes.
Now, come here.
Do you give up?
I won't lose.
This is a piece of cake.
Here goes.
goes. This is a piece of cake. Break a sweat.
Now, before we finish up this quest, I suppose I should say something I completely forgot about, which is I originally went to Dancing Fence's Footsteps, but they give you a third word, Berserker. Now, as long as you use this third word, the area you go to is, I do believe it's guaranteed to have a fighting arena thing in it, and there's a much higher chance of that containing a PK. So all I did was change out the third word to Berserker, and there was actually an arena thing, a battle area, right next to the spawn as well. So that's the area I used for that one. Now for defeating all of the Chaotic PKs, as well as 50-odd regular PKs, come on back here and talk to Dingo for your reward. And then we also get a reward for beating the Chaotic PKs. A fairly good chunk of money, and you get some individual items as well. Oh, my inventory's full. I'm not giving that up. It's nice. And those extra PKs, that's gonna have to wait until next time. You see, they come back in the third game. But at the moment, we're coming here to talk to Kafu about the bike quests. Because in the second game, they've introduced a new side quest, the bike quests. Now, for these, you have to do the actual bike missions. He gives you rewards based on doing them. As long as you attempt 50 bike missions, you can max him out. And I do believe it's 3,600 chims you have to hit. I'll speak more about the actual bike missions in a moment. Now, the rewards he gives you are actual bike parts, which you can then use to further adjust your bike, aside from what you can just buy in the store. Which, as you can see here, heading back into the back corner, you can tune up your bike with a bunch of things. He gives you, I think you can just buy the regular ones in the store, but the Shigeru engine and the Kurasame engine you get for attempting the things. The Yamane armor, on the other hand, I think that one you buy in the store. Raging Muffler is another reward from him, and so are the Hazy Tires. Now, the bike missions are not easy. In fact, without all of those bike parts that you get from the bike quests, you really have very little hope of actually winning them. But to do them, all you have to do is make an area word where the first word is competing. Not competing. I'm silly. Passing. There we are. As long as the first area word is passing, the area will guaranteed be one of the 5 bike missions, and you see it labeled there, course 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I'll show off all of the courses, but in my first attempt, I have no intention of actually winning them. I'm just going to show them off. And then we'll go back and have a little bit of fun. I'll worry about beating these without commentary as soon as I find course 1 that's not nighttime. Now, they show you the area map as soon as you enter. There are 3 King Chim Chims throughout the area. Your goal is to hit all 3 of them on your bike. Now, when starting, if you hit Chim Chims, you'll see it fills up your boost gauge down there in the lower right-hand corner. As long as this gets fuller, you can hit R1 to boost. And then as long as you continue to collect gems, the gauge will refill itself and you will continue to boost. 20 seconds! Hey, that got me on the ranking, despite my not really trying all that hard. Now, you shouldn't really even attempt these courses in the order that they suggest. Course 1 and 2 are actually 2 of the harder courses of the 5. When I actually play them to win, I'll show you the preferred order. Now, course 2 is actually the hardest course, simply because it's the shortest and has the least room for error. You want to drive straight, hit that king, curve in, get this one, peel out just enough to get going in the other direction, and then hit the other king on the other side. For course 1, I also showed the correct order to do it in, though I wasn't boosting as often as I needed to. So I'm at least showing off the correct path to take. You want to boost as much as physically possible. And you'll also want to try to start out with a quick boost at the start. Hold brake and gas. As soon as you see go, let off the brake. Kinda don't want... I did it there, but you kinda don't want to do it on this course, just because you have to take a turn real quick. Now, course 3 we saw there was actually one of the easier courses, but I think the next course we're going to try is probably the easiest and the one you actually want to start on. Now, the trick to this course is instead of going straight and going around the whole area, go backwards, which means also don't start with a boost. Start by peeling out to go the other direction. This prevents you from having to do an entire loop around the area just to get to the finish. And it saves you a pretty fair amount of time. That is actually the very first course you really want to try. You can see I got 4th place there, and I didn't boost at all. And then finally, we only have one left to do, and that is course 5. You generally want to do courses during the day, if at all possible. If you get them rainy or at night, it's just going to make it that much harder, and you need every edge you can get. Now, the tricky bit about this level is actually this very first turn, because you want to hit that king and make it up this ramp. If you can make that, then you're pretty much home free. Stretch your chims there for a little extra boost, grab that king, and then squeeze your way down for the finish. So those are the bike courses in all their glory. Now, I'm going back and playing them for keeps. 5, 4. And now look at our sleek new bike. Really, aside from just the bike parts, there's no real reward for winning these various races. You do gain some interesting items just for climbing the ranks, various things you can equip onto your weapons and such, but there's no real notable reward. But that is a nice bike. Now, as you probably saw, when you win a race, you are rewarded with a bike part. Now, except for one situation, I think one of the mufflers, which was actually worse than what you had equipped, you always want to go back and equip the piece that you just won. If it's better than what you got, equip it, and you will be so much better off. And I think that's the only real way to win these courses. Well, technically there is one other way. It's not exactly a glitch. I've heard tell that it's actually a debugging tool that was accidentally left in the game. So let me show you this one. Now what this involves is hitting select to bring up the menu just before you hit the first King Chim. Then immediately hit circle X to exit out of the menu. And there you have it. The course won in all of 4 seconds. That's kinda cheating though, really. Now, aside from getting everyone to level 100, the only real preparation that's left that you want to do is max everyone's affection. And doing that's easy enough. Just party with them. If someone's at max affection, don't invite them. And capping all of your skills. Now, for those of you that saw, this takes bloody forever. All I did was come here and kill things. And, I think we got a bit of a couple of fangirls there. I'm alright with that, though. Hanako's kinda awesome. Now, with that said, there is one last little in-town quest we can do before we get on to bigger and better things. Haha! Because we stepped in once again. No, actually, though, we're coming here to Community Forum, News, My First Time. See if I can hit the correct button. And someone in this thread mentions Kazubolo, who is claiming to be an extremely popular on the net for his hard-hitting investigations, who was apparently spotted near the Doldana junk shop. So that is our next goal. And standing right next to the junk shop is Kazubolo.
Howdy, folks. My name's Kazubolo, the world's last hope. Currently, I'm being hospitalized. Viva Nurse Carnival!
Okay, I recognize that voice. And he apparently likes nurse carnivals and is hospitalized. And I'm pretty sure I know of someone else who likes nurse carnivals and has been hospitalized recently.
Speaking of the radiant angel herself, there she is. I can't have my M2D confiscated, so I'll be leaving now. So then, adios!
Later, Kazubolo. Now, right back on the community forum, you'll notice there's a new post. This is probably a continuation of the last one we got. As if we didn't already have a name for ourselves, it looks like we're making one for ourselves again. But no, we're actually here for the news section, going down to My First Time again. Someone rushed to the junk shop, and nobody was there. And looks like someone has been found in the back streets of Lumina Cloth. And what do you know? I think we found him again.
Oh, nice to see you again. What a coincidence. Man, being in the hospital is so boring. To be honest, I'm even getting fed up with the nurses.
How could he say that?
It'd be so cool if my favorite female teacher showed up here carrying a really nice bouquet. Huh? Why am I in the hospital? Well, I guess you could say for electric shock.
Yeah, I guess that's what happened.
I don't really understand it myself. Whoops, it's almost time for the doctor to check on me. Better log out before it's too late. All right, then, I'll see you again next time. Adeus!
Is that even how you pronounce that? Heading back to the community forum once again. Once again, they've gone looking and been unable to find him. Makanu's back alley! I hope Princess Saki manages to find him. Now, I seem to remember that actually mentioning that Kazubolo was a regular to the art forum. And now that I think about it, I think he was. If we go way down here into the logs to the previous game even, the very first topic, what do you know? There's Kazubolo right there. Dude's been drawn all this time. Not that one more. There we go. Now, when I hear Mercenary District, I think Dingo. Hey, Kazubolo! What's up, buddy?
Hey there, the name's Kazubolo, the world's last hope. I've been seeing you a lot lately. Is this destiny? I'm so excited I can't sleep. Huh? It's not destiny? What do you mean? Wait, you don't mean to say that I'm secretly Salvador Aihara, do you?
Maybe.
Oh, come on now. I get mistaken for him all the time these days. We must look alike, honestly. What a pain. I don't know anything about Michiru or that disease called doll syndrome. I also don't know anything about being chewed out by my director for the Koshigaya story, or the Samba girl, or anything else.
Okay, I didn't even know about the Samba girl.
I don't know anything about any of it. You got that? Not a bit. Oh no, what have I done? I've let my own secret identity slip. Now that I've been found out, there's nothing to be done. I will tell you and you alone. At times, I'm the world's last hope. Other times, I'm the victim of a cell phone incident. But the truth is, I'm really the man from Brazil, the adult toy for the TV audience, Salvador Aihara. Now, please don't say anything. I know what you're thinking. Salvador Aihara has long since known about your doubts.
Sure about that?
Seriously, they made a big deal about it in the news, but really? The whole comatose thing was actually no big deal. But now that everyone's made such a big thing out of it, I can't even go out for a walk and feel safe. Thanks to that, I've got so little to do, I've taken to secretly logging in from my hospital room. So, I actually have a small request. Would you mind not telling the other players who I really am?
Can do, buddy. Can do.
Please, I beg you! I'll give you this in exchange, please!
Aha! Wallpaper! And that actually completes our entire wallpaper set. That was the last one I needed. And you get the secret password, Nurse Carnival.
Let's just keep this between us. Alright, I'm gonna log out for now. I'll see you on the next Online Jack! Salvador!
Now, that secret password, Nurse Carnival, is actually useless to us. It was part of a promotional campaign that took place in Japan, so even by the time the game came out in the West, the password was useless to us, much less this many years after the fact. Now, by maxing out the Book of 1000, well, let's go ahead and check how this works. See how this wrapped up. I wonder if the poor lady got to meet him. I I wonder if she was secretly his boss or something. Alrighty then. But between Apkalu and the Book of 1000, you should get the vast majority of the background music and the background images. And the one that I just unlocked? Salvador Aihara! Now, don't forget to stop back by the Serpent of Lore as well, but for fighting all of the dudes. For refighting all of the avatar battles, you get more backgrounds for that as well. Now, that said, most of the tedium's out of the way at this point. Now we've got some fun ahead of us.